Hi, this is Bonnie Hawkins, and welcome to the Bonnie Hawkins Theater right here on the Bonnie Hawkins channel. Today we're going to be I would like to show you how I prepared a turkey dinner with all the works, and of course the green beans with the corn on the cob and the hot buttered roast. I would like to show you, if you stay tuned, I will show you how Bonnie Hawkins prepared this meal step by step with this video recipe dinner.
And today I'm going to prepare for my family
right here on the Bonnie Hawkins.
I got here the turkey wings and got the cut up onions and potatoes and of course that's from the cutting up the onions and the potatoes, the skins and stuff there. I haven't gotten very far with that. Then as you can see, I cut up more potatoes and onions to put in my turkey dinner for tonight. That's just the scraps from the cut up. Of course, you see right there on your left. And I'm going to have the green, the frozen. I'm using frozen stuff, frozen green onions. I'm sorry, whole green beans and corn on the cob, which you see here, and of course the spices, of course, there. And again, this is Bonnie Hawkins, and the meal I'm preparing for my family. Again, I hope you guys are tuning in to the Bonnie Hawkins channel. May God bless you all. Okay, I'm using my camera, and I gotta hold the camera, so I can't, because I gotta hold my camera, I can't really, I can kind of like just point this stuff. The turkey and onions and the potato stuff, all my spices that I'm using right there, and everything. And so I'm going to show you in a second after I put all the spices on, and then I'll put it in the oven. Alright, this is Bonnie Hawkins. Stay tuned. Okay, again, there's all of the spices here and things that I'm using. Okay, alright. Okay, so everything is all ready, and then I'm going to place my top on my pan, and it's ready for the oven. So you'll see it very shortly. Well, it looks like my turkey is coming along pretty good in the oven here, and I got the turkey and the potatoes and all the ingredients. Everything is coming along real good, and the onions and the turkey, of course, the turkey wings. They are cooking very well, and okay, and it's going to set in there it's been in there for a little while now. I'm going to leave it in there for a little time yet. I'll make sure this is nice and tender and everything is doing well with it. And again, and we're going to serve that with the other meal. Okay, this is Bonnie Hawkins again, and I just cut up my for my vegetables. I got my the green beans, and I always like put a little, well, not always, but majority of the times I like to throw a little onion in there. And of course I cut up my bacon. That's my bacon. I cut that up and put a little bacon in there, and I got put my bacon in. And I'm sorry guys, I have to hold the camera. I don't have my tripod, I don't have it put on my tripod, so it's going to be shaking in the camera. Okay, but anyway, I'm putting a little bit of bacon that I cut up in there, and that's my green beans. I've put my seasonings in already and everything. I like to kind of lift it from the regular bottom water pan. I don't always like my stuff to set down into the pan. So as you can see, there's a pot here. There's my straining. There's my thing in which I'm going to cook in, and I just use my little cap top here and just put on it. That way I can keep an eye on it while it's cooking, and that takes care of that. And then I'm going to be putting my which I've already washed and rinsed and prepared these, and we'll put them into here. And this is how I like to do my corn. And so I got that in there, and as you can see, it's setting in a pot also. I'll put the seasonings in, and then I'll be ready to cook that. Put the top on that, and I'll let that cook. I'll put that on the stove, the burner, and let it cook. And I'll of course put that on this also on the burner and let that cook. And I got everything ready, and I'm going to stick this on the stove and get it all straight for dinner. Again, as you can see, there is the pot here for my green beans and fresh green beans and onions and whatnot. It's actually packet green beans that comes in and as I showed you earlier, this packet right here. And I just mixed my own little stuff with it, the onions and everything, the bacon and the seasonings and whatnot with it. And of course there's corn that also comes in a packet. And I just put my own little touch to it and everything. Get it ready and prepare it. I got my spices over here that I'm going to stick in there and everything, and we'll have a nice meal. Okay, as you can see, I got my greens here on my burner and the pot and everything, and that's working out, and that's cooking. And there it is, my green beans with the sliced onions and of course the bacon and the seasonings. That's here all cooking up for dinner, and also it's cooking up. And on the other burner, of course, I got my this is the green beans, as you guys just seen, and that's cooking up. And then in the pot here, I've got my my corn on the cob in this pot cooking up, and that's here on the burner as well, and along with the turkey and the baked potatoes I'm just actually cooking the potatoes right in the pot with it, along with the onions. We love onions here as well. So all this is cooking up, and while all this is cooking up, okay, I got my turkey back in the oven again, and this time I'm going to put a little barbecue sauce on it. I like to kind of like just put a little over it, you know. This is just how I do things. Everybody do things differently, and I just like to just sprinkle a little. Okay, so we got that, and that's going to remain in the oven again for just a little short time, and that's the turkey meal, and that's there, and I'm going to leave it in the oven just a little while longer. Let's see if, and here we go. Okay, very shortly the dinner will be ready. There's my meal, and the corn on the cob is still cooking, and so is my greens over here. They are still cooking, and there we are, and that's my meal. This is Bonnie Hawkins. The turkey and everything is ready, and all that's ready. It's just I'm just going to stick a few little extra ingredients in it and set it back in the oven for about another maybe 10-15 minutes at the most, and then we'll be good. Okay, and then we're going to serve that up for dinner tonight. This is Bonnie Hawkins. I hope you guys are actually tuning into the Bonnie Hawkins channel. Okay, and God bless you all. This is Bonnie Hawkins. And there's my... Okay, so then I'm going to... Oh, wow. That looks good. Everything is cooked up real good. And I'm going to test it and see how Yeah, that's I put a little barbecue sauce, as you've seen a little earlier, and this looks like it's potatoes are nice and soft, you know, and the onion seems to be nice and tender, and everything, and turkey. Yeah, that's pretty much good to go. Now, along with my greens and my corn on the cob and green beans with us. Okay, looks like the turkey and turkey and potatoes and onion mixture dinner portion of our dinner is ready to come out of the oven. So you can see it's sort of like still doing the last little bit of simmering a little bit. I like my stuff to simmer a little bit. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I thank God for it. Anyway, this is Bonnie Hawkins, and this is ready to come out of the oven, along with the rest of the meals already. Well, looks like my corn on the cob might be ready, just about, and let's check that out. That's my corn on the cob, it's cooking, and that should be probably ready. And I'm going to check that out and test that out. Yeah, I'm going to leave it in there for a few more minutes, and this can be just the way we like it. Some people like theirs a little bit tough, but we like ours, you know, we like ours. Tastes like corn, almost like you're taking it out of a can, you know. Except for this is a fresh corn on the cob. And that's cooking up, so we're going to leave that in there a little while longer. And we got the, over here we got the greens, and they're cooking up as well. And they look like they're almost ready. That's looking at them. Yeah, they're just about ready too. And our meal is just about ready. So we got that cooking up. We're going to leave that on the stove a little while longer, not much longer. Leave that there a little while longer. And the corn on the cob, we're going to leave that there a little while longer. And so pretty soon everything will be ready. So you guys, this is Bonnie Hawkins, and I'm so glad you guys have been tuning into my channel. Tell your friends about it. I do all kinds of stuff on my channel. I do cooking, and of course we have a lot of comic strips because I like to do a homemade comic that is all by me, Bonnie Hawkins. I do it all myself. All the characters, male and female characters, they're all me. I do little plays on there, and they're for your entertainment purposes. So we also have scriptures reading. We have a little church setting. That's all in theater form. That's all theater by Bonnie Hawkins. And that's the Bonnie Hawkins Theater on the Bonnie Hawkins channel. I hope you guys are tuning in there to the channel. And yeah, everything is cooking up really well. Yes, everything is cooking up. Everything is cooking up very well. So I'm going to put the top back on these items on my meal, and I'm going to let it simmer a little bit more, and then we're going to be prepared to have a meal with the turkey that's in the oven, and everything is going to be good. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. This is Bonnie Hawkins. Okay, this is Bonnie Hawkins again. Okay, my meal is all ready now, and I got, of course, everything looks good and tender, and everything's ready. So that's my turkey with onion and of course potato, and that's all ready, and that's ready to be served. And then we got here we got the greens. They're all ready to be served, and then I have over here my corn on the cob, and that's ready to be served. And so we got the meal here all ready to be served. Okay, and that's Bonnie. This is Bonnie Hawkins, and this is my meal. Yeah, this is Bonnie Hawkins, and this is my meal for tonight. As I said, the turkey with the potato and onions, and then we have the green beans here, and that's ready, and of course we have the corn on the cob. You can see that's steaming. That's been ready, and that's green's been ready, and this is the meal this is my meal for Bonnie Hawkins dinner for tonight.
Well, this concludes this portion of this cooking series. So again, this is Bonnie Hawkins from the Bonnie Hawkins Theater on the Bonnie Hawkins channel. But thank you for tuning in to this cooking series. And again, we hope to see you on the next episodes at the Bonnie Hawkins Theater on the Bonnie Hawkins channel.